Hello everyone, my name is Muslima Agzamhodjaeva. I'm from Tashkent and I'm from private school. I came here to stand there and talk about feminism itself. My topic is why feminism still matters in the 21st century. So I will try to explain and help other people to understand it. So, I would like to start my speech with the situation I recently faced, that I don't understand where so many misinformation came from about feminism. Like, a lot of people think that feminism is about unshaved armpits, it's about splitting bills 50-50, or even hating men. Also, I recently faced the question that what would be if women and men will be, physically equal? I want to say that women and men are not physically equal because we build differently. Men can lift heavy things while women can give a birth or carry the child, be multitasker, and etc. So, feminism is not for physical equality. It fights for equality in general and in women's rights. Also, it fights for equal opportunities, equal salaries, equal job offers, and etc. So, I would like to start with a little history background. History shows that women be erased from the history because can you remember that who was the Aristotle's teacher of philosophy? I can say that not everyone knows this, but his teacher was a woman. He said that before. So what I can say that history clean the woman's role from the they clean the woman's role to show that patriarchy, that men can do better than women. So another thing is that women were part of major events, but they often be forgotten. Why? For example, Rosalind Franklin, she was contributed to discover a DNA spiral structure, but her name was lost out. When men get rewarded, get the credit. Why? Or the other situation, the other example is that women had to publish their works under a male pseudonym because just simply to get them acknowledged, because no one in the past would take your job or something like this because you were a woman. The other fact is that okay, I will go to the first reason why feminism is matter is the gender pay gap. I think a lot of people, especially women, face with this problem. Like when you do the same or similar work, but get paid less than men simply because of gender. I think that a lot of people face with this because I face it. When I started work as an office manager, my colleague started get more than me simply because he was a man. And I think it's not fair because I did more than him. The other thing is that society often undervalue the job women have done. For example, women have to do a home labor, they have to take care of their child, They should be good at work with their family, be in good mood, and etc. And it's hard. The second problem that feminism fight for is, I would say that it's a reproductive rights, you know, when you cannot get abortion or stop the pregnancy because government or society do not allow you, that's a huge problem. Because you know, the fact that your wife or your girlfriend and etc. can die on the process of giving birth, or she can die in the pregnancy period, and you have to stop the pregnancy where the abortion is the best way. You cannot do this because government or society do not allow you to do this. Have you faced with this problem? Because a lot of women faced with this problem. Moreover, women can get maybe pregnant because of rapes, because of accident and etc. So I think that women should have the opportunity to choose to make decisions on their own. Also, they should have the opportunity to make decisions about their bodies. Education, you know, yes, it has a lot of, during some centuries and decades, the women's right in education increased twice or even 3 times, but there is still some countries when you cannot give proper education or study at school. For example, it's Afghanistan. When girls cannot study at school, or women cannot get higher education because of their gender. This follows to such situations that, for example, mothers often marry their sons for uneducated girl. How do you think? Why? It's because it's easier to control uneducated person than educated woman. Woman who didn't study at the school, who doesn't have proper education, wouldn't have the opportunity to work, or wouldn't have the opportunity to find a work or to get a job offer. So, if you have a children and you get a divorce, you will not afford your children a better version of their life or be financially stable. That's a problem women face with, and women and other families, they know exactly these things, so they do not allow girls and women to study, to have the proper education. That's a problem, and with this problem, feminism face and fights with this. A lot of men do not appreciate the work women have done. For example, it may be the same home labor, or it may be the work they've done at the work. So they don't provide women leadership positions, because, you know, society often blame women for being mothers, for having a child, for quitting their job because they have to spend their time with their family, or because they prioritize their family and children. But when men have this status, when man has a status of father, it's easy for them to get promoted. Why? It's not fair, you know. The other thing is that the society often on the male side. For example, the situation in Kazakhstan was in last year, if I'm not mistaken, the situation with Sultanate. She was married, she has a husband, and she was the victim of domestic abuse. What happened then? Next, he killed her in his brother's restaurant, and his brother helped him to hide that. The worst thing is that he doesn't have the proper punishment, because government is help him to hide that. Moreover, the corruption helps him